another great day here on the Sunshine Coast, and we are so glad to be able to share it with you. It's Bill and Rosalie, and we will continue on with Rise and Be Healed. Faith without corresponding action is considered and compared to the body without the spirit, and that is dead faith. So let's today have faith with a corresponding action and see God work in the midst of His people. Faith is proved by our action. Abraham, the father of the faith, believed God, and it was accredited to him as righteousness. Remember how God said to Abraham, "Take your only son, the son which you love, and offer him as a sacrifice on Mount Moriah." And take time to read all about it in the little book of James. Let me share a scripture with you from the book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 32. This word has meant so much to me over the years, and it's timely for these days that we're living in. It says that the people who know their God will be strong and do exploits or take action. Let me ask you a question. Are we going to be weighed down and fearful by looking upon all those things that are coming on the world? Or are we going to really know God, be strong, stand up and take action? Let me give you some illustrations in the Bible how people had to take action. Once again, you'll have to check it out for yourself. I'll let you know where some of them are. In Matthew chapter 12, verses 9 to 13, there was a man that had a withered arm. Couldn't move it until Jesus came his way and said to the man, "Stretch forth your arm." And he was immediately healed as he did so. In chapter 9 of John, there was a man that was born blind. He couldn't see a thing. Jesus made him a mud pack of clay and with his own spit, put it on his eyes and sent him to wash in the pool. Immediately after he could see, the action he took after Jesus spoke to him created a miracle in his life. And he said, "Once I was blind, but now I can see." Another one in Acts chapter 14. Paul and Barnabas were in Lystra and Derbe, and they came across a man that was crippled in his feet, and he had been that way from birth, so he had never walked at all. He was sitting and listening as Paul preached. Looking straight at him, Paul realized that he had faith to be healed. So Paul called to him in a loud voice, "Stand up!" And the man jumped to his feet and started walking. Check out the whale, I can see it from the beach. That's taken action. That was crippled for so long, took action, rose up and began to walk, having never walked before. You too can rise up, put corresponding action with your faith, and see God work a miracle in your life. There are many in the Bible you could read for yourself, but I'm just casting out a few seeds again today. In the book of Luke in chapter 18 verse 1, Jesus talking to his disciples, he told them a parable on the need for them to pray always and not become discouraged. Or I could say, if we're not praying, we're not strong, and we soon become discouraged and lose hope. We certainly don't want to do that, do we? So Jesus tells this parable. There was a certain judge in a certain city who neither feared God nor cared about people. A widow in that city came to him repeatedly saying, "Give me justice in this dispute with my enemy." The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, "I don't fear God, or do I care about people? But this woman is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she is wearing me out with her constant requests." Then the Lord said, "Learn the lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith?"